friends, today we will discuss about last in first out method, another pricing method of material issue. It comes under the category of actual cost methods. So we will see in details about LIFO, last in first out method. LIFO is just the opposite of FIFO method, which we had discussed in our last video. Under this method, it is assumed that materials are issued to the jobs in the reverse order of purchase. Materials purchased last are issued first. When the latest lot is exhausted, the previous lot is taken up for this issue. Under this method, cost of materials represent current cost, while closing stock represents as old cost. The advantages of LIFO method include: issues are based on actual cost. Issue price will represent the current market price. This method is more useful during the periods of rising price, and the cost of production will be more realistic. And moreover, it is simple to understand and easy to operate. The demerits of LIFO method includes that the closing stock does not represent the current market price. Closing stock is valued at the earliest purchase price. For pricing one question, several prices may have to be used. And moreover, comparison of one job with another similar job will become more difficult due to different charges of material cost. This method is not suitable when prices are falling in the market, and the frequent purchases and issues may lead to clerical errors. Now we will look into an example of LIFO method. Company A reported beginning inventories of 200 units at rupees 2 per unit. In addition, the company made purchases of 125 units at rupees 3 per unit, 170 units at rupees 4 per unit, 300 units at rupees 5 per unit. If the company sold 350 units, the order of cost expenses would be. So in this question, the company has given the entire details of its inventory report. Here the beginning inventories are 200 units at rupees 2, and they had made 3 different purchases at 3 different unit price, and then they have sold. They are asking us if the company has sold 350 units, what is the order of cost expenses that would be. Cost of expenses is the cost of goods sold that is often determined with the last purchased inventories, and it moves upward to the beginning inventories until the required number of units to be sold are fulfilled. For this case, it is 350 units that is for sale. So the last transaction is 300 units per rupees 5 per unit, and we need an extra of 50 that will take from the second last purchase. From that we have 50 units at rupees 4, so you get 200. So the total cost of goods sold for the sale of 350 units would be rupees 1700. The remaining unsold for 445, that is it includes the opening inventory 200 units, the purchase of 125 units, and from the 170 units, that is the purchased 50 units have been taken for a sale of 350 units. The rest 125 remains as balance. So we get a total of cost of in the balance sheet. The inventory cost would be rupees 1255. This is another example for LIFO method. The question asks us to find out the cost of goods sold for the end of March. So we have to find out the ending inventory for the month of March. Here it's given on March 1st, the beginning inventory was 60 units at rupees 15. On March 5th, they had purchased 140 units at rupees 15.50, and on March 14th, there was a sale of 190 units at rupees 19 per unit, and on March 27th, again there's a purchase of rupees 16 per unit of 70 units. And on 29th, there's another sale of 30 units at rupees 19.50 per unit. So we have to calculate the entire values to find out the ending inventory and the cost of goods sold for the month of March. The entire aspect of this question can be divided into three. First is the units available for sale, that is opening inventory plus purchases. So 60 units plus 140 units plus 70 units, you get 270 units. And the units that are sold in the month of March, 190 units plus 30 units, you get 220 units. And what is the balance left in the month of March, or the ending inventory? That will be difference between the units available for sale and the units sold. So you get 50 units. So this is the entire framework of the inventory in the month of March. The second aspect is the cost of goods sold. Another aspect that we need to calculate is the cost of goods sold. We have two sales made in the month of March, that is on March 29th and March 14th. On 29th we have sold 30 units, and on 14th we have sold 190 units. So as seen in the slide, these are the calculations for the cost of goods sold for the entire cost of the sold units, that is 220 units that we have already calculated. We have taken the units from the available purchases and the opening inventory. So we'll be taking from, as this is LIFO method, last transaction will be carried out first, and the units from the last transaction will be taken up first. So the last transaction was on March 20, purchase was made on March 27th. So we have 70 units of March 27th, then 140 units of March 5th purchase, and the opening inventory we have a total of 60 units, but we need only 10 units, so we take 10 units from the March 1st opening inventory. And that's a calculation for the entire cost of goods sold. We get rupees 3,440. Now what is the balance inventory left, or the ending inventory for the month of March? We know that the ending inventory is 50 units and the unit cost is rupees 15, as the 50 units have been taken from the opening inventory value, which is rupees 15, and you get a total of rupees 750, which is the ending inventory for the month of March. As seen in the problems, the calculation of LIFO method is as simple as that. So I hope the concepts discussed in this video is clear and understood. Please do share your comments. For more updates, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you.